All right. So yeah, last time we got to spend a day skipping school with Miyako, and it was very fun. We had a great time around the town. Even though Hiro was kind of, a little bit annoyed with her, I think he also enjoyed his time, to be honest. I know I definitely enjoyed my time because Miyako's freaking great, dude. But yeah, we also got to meet the airhead that he was talking about before, Mizuki Hayaba. And yeah, Mizuki is awesome too. I had to make that my save title comment. You have it like right here. I made this comment. See, Mizuki is awesome too, because yep. Really love those two. They're both freaking great. But yeah, we almost kind of, made a big oopsie where we forgot her name, but thankfully we settled that, invited her over to our room, and let her take some manga back home. So thankfully we handled that. So that's good. And now, we're here just, back to work, I see. The soothing sound of Shuichi Kuze's music filled the room. This somber but brilliant piece was one that truly gave me the energy to work. All that could be heard was a violin and the sound of graphite against paper. I was completely relaxed. My hand appeared to be moving much more smoothly than usual. If I continued at this pace, I'd have no trouble meeting the deadline. I would just keep this up until morning. Oh, Miyako? Click. Ah! A sudden noise. Her face, dude. Miyako stood in the open doorway. How did you... Oh, I forgot to lock the door. At least ring the doorbell. Well, what's wrong? Oh no, did we get her addicted? Uh-oh. I wanted to lecture her about her sudden intrusion, but she wouldn't have listened anyway. I've got 3 more short stories, and then there's my cereal. Yeah, Suku got her hooked. Uh-oh. You ran all the way out here just for that? Oh my gosh, Miyako nodded. Was the first one interesting? First and foremost, I was an author. I was compelled to ask. Oh, alright, well fuck you too then, jeez. Mr. Omaru called my stories corny all the time, and so did my readers. However, it felt worse to have someone tell me that to my face. So you're saying I can only draw and not write? Don't worry, I fully understand. I didn't care if the story was trite or cliche. I just wanted to render everyday situations using meticulously planned art. That was Nakishindo's ultimate goal, and Miyako's reaction confirmed that this goal was achieved. But I would have felt better if she hadn't said the story sucked. I mean, of course. Yes? I replied as I took out some more work from the shelf. Aw, thanks, that's very nice of you to say. Was that flattery? Was she just humoring me? No, she sounded like very genuine when she said that. I couldn't detect any hesitation in her praise. What do you want to know? Well, I wouldn't have wanted her to say that my older work was superior. In a nutshell, it's a typical school romance. The main character is a girl who's a bit on the cute side, but otherwise rather average. The girl often goes to school with a pair of honor students. A guy and a girl have known each other since they were kids. Pretty much. Basically, everyone around her is an oddball, so she often gets caught up at their weird antics. But she's also a bit weird herself. She vlogs all the unpleasant things in life. Even when she gets in trouble, she brushes it aside, smiles, and, well... He relating that to her. I cut myself off. Well, it was a bit awkward explaining the whole thing. Just read everything I've given you. It's the fastest way to find out.
せっかくここまで行ったのに、もっと作者さんの口から聞きたいな。
Can't spoil the story. Miyako leaned her face closer to mine. Oh, an innocent smile formed on her beautiful face. I could feel the warmth of her breath.
ダメなの?
No. I wanted her to back away, but at the same time, I didn't. Shit. Why did you have to be so damn hot? I wanted to push her down right then and there. Oh, dang, okay, I see you, goodness gracious.
どうかした?
Nah, it's nothing. Did he even have the balls to do something like that?
何よ何よ、気になるな。
I'd rather not say it. You just can't zip it, can you?
私が黙るのは寝てる時と食べてる時。
Alright, that's good. I'm glad you know when to chew your food and not talk with your mouth open.
あともう一つあると思うけど、そのシチュエーションはまだ未経験なんだよね。
I see. You talk about the banana donut tango? What would that be?
質問したのは私が先だったよね。答えてくれたら教えてあげる。
Never mind. I don't care.
素直じゃないな。
Quiet you. Come to think of it. It wasn't really groundbreaking or anything, but that was the first time I let a girl other than Kay into my room. I like how she said I'm quiet when I eat and sleep. Freaking Miyako, dude. An onslaught of cryptic formulas and equations laid in front of my eyes. Oh jeez, white math. My pencil ceased all movement after circling the final answer in the multiple choice portion of the assignment. I hardly ever touched my textbook. Naturally, I had no way of knowing how to solve the remaining problems. Even if I had learned how to solve them, what purpose would that knowledge serve? I don't know. I ask the same question in algebra all the time. I don't... Like, basic math, yes. Counting coins, stuff, like, yes. Ounces, cooking, stuff for cooking, stuff for science, yes. Why algebra? Never figured it out either, buddy. Such prevailing sentiments were better left unsaid. Given the situation, my only option was to abandon the struggle and try to get some sleep. The teachers had no right to point a finger at me if I couldn't even attempt them. That's what I think. What about you?
どうよって言われてもな。
Yosuke gave an apathetic answer. Teachers are supposed to make the material understandable. If they can't even do that, shouldn't I be the angry one?
人はそれをヘリクスとか逆ギレとか言うんじゃないの?
Shush, let me have this. He wasn't interested in continuing the conversation.
何にしたってそのプリントを終わらせないと帰れないんだろ。つまんないこと考えてないで手を動かせば。
Dang. Damn it. I had the worst luck. I fell asleep during a class taught by Mr. Kurano, the math teacher from hell. Oh jeez. As punishment, I had to complete a redemption assignment. It was specifically designed to make suicide seem like an attractive alternative. Oh my geez, okay, that's dark. I don't have time for that.
まあ頑張れよ。
Can't you at least help me out a little? Though he looked stupid, Kyosuke had remarkably good grades. It felt like a cosmic joke. He could solve problems like these in the blink of an eye. However, he shook his head.
お前にはお前の、俺には俺のなすべきことがある。
Dang, what are your things? I'll bet. Come on, what's the real reason?
女の子ならともかく、男の手助けしたって俺にメリットはない。
I see. Yeah, I get it. I was a moron for spending 1 second asking him for help. So what are you doing? I thought he was hanging around for my sake, but he said he had his own agenda.
ああ、これ?
He lifted up his notepad. Hell's that?
絵コンテだよ。
You're kidding, right? I noticed several crude sketches on the left side of the page. The rest of it was illegible. Your drawings are terrible. Pathetic.
完全無欠の人間なんていないんだよ。
He had his angry face on. What a rare sight. I managed to push one of his buttons.
そりゃサラブレッドのお前に比べりゃ下手くそだろうけど、映画のコンテなんて何を取ればいいかさえ分かれば。おっと、
Kyosuke suddenly shut its mouth.
余計なこと言ったかな。
What, the film thing? Nah, don't worry about it. What was anything he needed to concern himself with? Oh, do you mean like the purebred artist thing? Is that what you meant? I, for one, didn't care about the lineage of my family. Oh wait, that meant that like our parents were artists too? Oh wow, that's interesting. Are they also like manga artists or just like artists? Anyway, what's it for?
英検で3年の追い出しやるんだけど、その時に上映するショートフィルムのコンテだよ。
Kyosuke was a member of the film club. Though I knew him for quite a while, I kept forgetting about it. He mentioned something about winning an award last fall, but he never struck me as the type to take his hobby seriously. You really have to draw something like that for a movie? Yeah, storyboards are very important. I thought camera angles were determined on the spot. Then all the execs was left on the then all the excess was left on the cutting room floor.
プロでも描かない人も多いけどね。俺はコンテ切ってる時に同時に編集してるんだよ。短いもんだからこそ現場に入る前にきちんとポイントを絞っておかないといけないし。
Oh, so you're the director?
当たり前だよ。俺以外に監督できる人間いないもん。今の英検は。
Whoa, mental overload. This womanizer was actually directing a film.
ところでいきなり話は変わるんだけど。
Yeah?
お前さ、D 組の宮村と付き合ってんの？
Man, I wish. Kyosuke gave me a blank look. No? Where the hell did that come from?
部活やってる人間にはいろんな情報が入ってくるんだよ。本当かどうかもわかんないようなことまで。
What do you mean intel? I never figured you would want to take an interest in others' love lives. He shook his head.
何言ってんの？お前は他人じゃなくて友達だろ。
He said that like it was nothing. Kyosuke, have you no shame? That laugh. He was hiding behind his idiotic grin.
うーし、こんなもんか。
Yes? Kyosuke seemed to have finished his work. As for me, I hadn't made any progress at all. Oh.
俺はミーティングあるから部室行くけどさ。
Time by me. Get lost. Dang.
けどさ、ヒロノ。あんまりかわいそうなことすんなよ。
Oh. Thanks, bestie. Actually really nice. Like, those are actually really nice, really deeply meaningful words the more you think about it. You can tell, like, even he can tell we're stressed and, like, have a bunch of anxiety and everything. He's a good friend. I was caught off guard for a moment. What do you mean by that? What was he talking about? I seriously had no idea. Just looking out for us.
自分で気づかなきゃダメだからな。言わない。
Thanks, buddy. Why you?
じゃあなー。ああ、そうだ。
Oh. Kyosuke hunched over my desk. Then he grabbed my pencil and looked down at my worksheet.
なんだこんな程度か。ヒロノは本当にバカなんだな。
Screw you too. Hey! Kyosuke ignored me and began scribbling. In under 5 minutes, he completed the questions that had been stuffing my brain for the past half hour. Oh, dang, nice. Then...
これで一つ貸しだな。
Yeah, you are definitely a really good friend, straight up. He smirked and left the room. I like him a lot. He's really cool. Feels like he also has like more layers to him too, because of how he said he has his own stuff going on and everything. Very interested in a lot of these characters. After placing the completed assignment on Mr. Kurino's desk, I was finally free. Sure is cold out here. I was greeted by a sharp breeze. Otor wasn't as cold as other parts of the country, but the evening chill was still harsh. Time to go. Wait a minute. Kyosuke's warning came to mind. Don't do anything I'll regret. What? Is he talking about Miyako, or was it me? I think he's talking about, like, us and how we're stressed and everything. We even, like, did he say the suicide thing out loud? No, I don't think he said that out loud. But still, he probably just tell that we're thinking stuff like that. Well, he had a point. I was pretty pathetic. I really kept up with my work, and I was failing school. My situation was terrible, but it was exactly what I deserved. What? What do you mean, unless... What do you, yeah, no, what do you mean deserved? I was gonna say unless he was talking about how like we fell behind in school and stuff, but I mean, we're doing so much. It makes sense we'd fall behind eventually. Oh.
ヒロノ先輩
Hey, Kay. Yo, practice? Kay in a tracksuit nodded.
先輩は居残りでもさせられてたの
Yes, I am. You trying to pick a fight with me? I didn't belong in any club, so it was easy for Kay to figure out why I was still here.
いきなり喧嘩腰にならないでよ
Okay, what's up?
海岸までの往復ランニングだったんだけどみんな遅いから置いてきちゃったわ
Oh, I see. Kay hadn't broken a sweat. She could outrun everyone, even though she was only in her first year. As always, her only redeeming quality was her athletic prowess.
私は一番走らなくちゃいけないポジションだからこのくらい速くなくちゃ話にならないんだけどね
Like a bull?
なんだとこの野郎
You heard me. Great, she lost her temper again. Nothing. I'll be back in my hole doing my boring job. Kay was staring at me. Checking me out?
違うわよなんで今さらあんたに見とれなきゃいけないの
Because I am a beautiful man. Oh, calm down. Kay needed to lighten up. Jokes like that flew right over her head.
そうじゃなくて
Just calm down. You've been jumping the gun a lot lately.
浮き足だってなんか
She shook her head repeatedly.
お兄ちゃん
Yes? She simmered down all of a sudden.
ヒロお兄ちゃんよね
Yeah, what do you mean? Well, who else was I supposed to be? Your brain working alright? If you're senile, I'm not taking care of you.
どうしてあんたはそういうことを
What?
そんなの私だって分かってないわよ
Come on, no need to get upset. I'm out of here.
先輩が
Huh? The front leg came to a halt.
先輩がだんだん違う人に変わっちゃうみたいな
Ooh.
そんな気がしてしょうがないの
Oof, dang. Why is it getting really heavy now? I couldn't believe what I just heard. He said something I would have never imagined. Oof. Getting kind of worried now. Oh, Miyako. When I returned home, I discovered an intruder. What are you doing in my apartment? Wait, oh man, I wanted to. There we go. Were you reading more manga? Miyako seemed to have fallen asleep. A trail of drool leaking from the corner of her mouth served as irrefutable evidence. Why are you drooling?
おかえり
Wipe your mouth, Miyako. How did you have such a bright and cheerful voice the moment you woke up? Uh-huh. How'd you get in? Miyako had been coming to my place as if she were acting on impulse. However, this was the first time she entered while I wasn't around.
合鍵を植木鉢の下に隠すのはやめた方がいいよ簡単に見つかっちゃうからねほんとヒロノ君は大雑把すぎるよ
How about you just stop taking the spare key instead? I'm sure you're aware of the expression, c'est de la vie. I don't know any language other than English. Sorry, I probably butchered that
私は
horribly.
バカだからそういう難しい言葉はわかんないな
Me either, Miyako, me either. Alright, whatever. Could you at least not go for all of my stuff? Various books and folders were scattered on the floor around her.
暇つぶしに読んでただけ
I see.
ヒロノ君の原稿全部読んじゃったんだもん他に読むものがなくてエロい本もソフトなやつしかないし
Did you really just say my Pormax were too vanilla for you? You seem to have found quite a bit. Also, why are you reading my Pormax? I hadn't really made any attempt to conceal my stash.
もっとすごいのが出てくるかと思って期待したのに数も少ないね男の子ってこういうものなの
Okay, so you weren't saying that. Alright, got it. Cool. Darn it, Miyako.
それとももしかしてヒロノ君って不能
Woman? Will you shut up already?
怖
You're pretending to be frightened. Seriously, those are just art references. That was a justification even Kay couldn't complain about. They weren't too useful, though. Too many unnatural poses.
割ともっともらしく聞こえるね。
I knew you wouldn't believe me.
さあどうでしょう。それは私のみぞ知る。
Miyako, I promise you. Are you retarded? Dang. You flashed an evil grin and held up a scrapbook.
でもさ、新聞とか雑誌の記事とかスクラップしてるんだね。さすが漫画家さん。ネタをストックしてるんだ。
No, it's just a hobby. Ever since I was a kid, I've been collecting interesting articles.
嫌な子供だね。
I suppose. I stopped playing a demented game of verbal ping pong and set my bag on the floor. Her demented game. It was time to change out of my uniform, but I couldn't very well do that in front of her. Why are you wearing a school uniform?
私、今日学校行ってないもん。
Nah, skipping again, I say. I didn't ask why. I knew she would say that she didn't go because she didn't want to go. You think life's a big joke, don't you?
ヒロノ君は重く考えすぎだよ。
This still kind of looks like a uniform, though. I guess that's just her casual clothes, but like, her casual clothes look like just a different school uniform. Suddenly stood up.
ヒロノ君も帰ってきたことだし。
I really like.
始めようかな。
I actually really like it though. It looks super nice, very pretty too. Say what? I felt that sinking feeling again. Without knowing what was going on inside that head of hers, I could do nothing but fear the worst. Was she gonna take me out on a grand tour of Ottawa again? I mean, I wouldn't mind that actually.
今日は遊びに来ただけじゃないんだよ。
Nah, you could have fooled me.
ご飯作ってあげようかと思って。
What?
ヒロノ君、毎日犬の餌みたいなものばっかり食べてるんでしょ？
Why would you sync this? Get out now!
なんで？
I haven't seen that expression before. That's funny. Miyako stood there, stupefied by the tone of my voice. I swore that I would never eat a woman's cooking again for as long as I lived. Miyako may have made the suggestion on a whim, but I refused to break that oath. Why?
それは何故に？
Yeah, what happened? One springtime, many years ago, was a K.
おお、ヒロノ君が語りモードに入った。
Miyako, please. I had to plan the daily routine after recently being hired. I didn't even have the time to go to the supermarket. That night, an innocent-looking devil appeared before me. I didn't bother telling Miyako who that person was. She said to me,
お兄ちゃん、このところ目に見えて痩せてきてるわね。仕方ないから、私が食事作ってあげるわ。
"Oh, yeah, if it was K." Of course it was.
うんうん、それで？
A banquet was laid before me, and it looked to be exquisite. However, appearances can be deceiving. If it hadn't looked the way it did. The mere thought of that meal gave me chills even now. Oh, goodness gracious.
ヒロノ君の手足が生まれたての子馬みたいに震えてる。
I had this weird chest pain for the next few days. Well, not really weird, but I still lost weight. Oh my gosh, it was that bad. Goodness gracious, what the fuck, Kay? Why are you laughing at my suffering? Yeah, this was no laughing matter. My work was nowhere near complete. I was about to have another near-death experience.
けど大丈夫だよ。口に合うかどうかはわかんないけど、食べられるものはできると思うよ。
Yeah, I'm not sure I believe you, to be honest.
ものすごく私を信用してないっていうのはものすごくよくわかるよ。
Well, I mean... Of course. How could I not be skeptical of someone who spoke in such a ridiculous manner?
大丈夫だってば。それに
Miko's clasped her hands together, her eyes gleaming, and smiled.
それに作っちゃえばヒロノ君は絶対食べると思うし。
Dang, she
結
knows.
構お人よしだもんね。
Too smart, Miyako. Don't be so optimistic. That giggle. She is so fun, though. Why are we dying? Allow me to skip the aftermath. Miko's cooking was beyond good. Oh, that's why. Okay, because she won. Got it. Vegetable fried rice, miso soup with radish, and fried tofu. Boiled and salted mackerel, chicken okara stir fry, Last but not least, a salad of tofu, onions, and daikon sprouts. The sight of them made my mouth water, and the taste was unbelievable. As frustrating as it was to admit, her cooking could not be described as anything short of superb. Damn, I can't let her get too carried away. This girl flaunted her only responsibility as if it were a badge of honor, had a remarkable culinary talent. It was truly an unexpected development. That's our dying. Alright, got it.
何か言った
No, nothing at all. She returned from the kitchen after cleaning up the empty plates on her own. I didn't say anything. Anyway, it's getting late. I need to get to work, so I can't walk you home.
なるほど。することが済んだらさっさと帰れですか。
Miyako, please. Stop talking like that.
ヒロノくん、ちょっと怒りっぽいよね。次はもうちょっとカルシウム重視のメニューにしようかな。
Huh? You're still going to come here? Darn it, you're too cute, darn it. Miko stared at me intently.
美味しかったでしょ
Maybe. Look at her eyes.
美
Oh,
味しかったでしょ
I see.
美味しい。
She's too cute. Fine, I admit it. It was good. It was good. You're happy now. I had to make her happy yet again.
でしょ
She nodded to herself with assurance.
そう言ってもらえると作った甲斐があるよね。やっぱり一人で作って一人で食べてても張り合いがないし。
Oof. Well, she said that. I was thinking about that, but yeah, so probably is really lonely and lives alone. Oh, jeez. I'm back to being worried for her again. I thought about that for a moment. Yeah. Come to think of it, and in fact, I think nothing about Miyako. Not about her family, not about her friends, nothing.
どうしたの？変な顔しちゃって。熱でもあるのかな？
No, I'm just very concerned for you.
どれどれ？
Miyako brought her forehead against mine. Nothing. I quickly backed away.
それならいいんだけどね。
She was fooling around at my expense. I mean, that's nothing new. I told you, I really need to get to work.
ヒロノくんはどうして少女漫画描いてるのかな？
Abrupt as always, aren't you?
答えたくないとか？
There's no real reason. But my family in the editing department had asked me this question countless times. I was already used to it. I've been drawing it for as long as I can remember. My mind wandered to days long past. It was a room with a bunk bed and two desks placed side by side. A rustic fragrance wafted through the air.
お
Oh,
兄ちゃん、ほら、これも面白かったよ。読んで。
everything started in that small room.
毎日大変な思いをして、それでもやる価値のあること？
You never know if you don't try.
やってみてダメになったら？誰から見たってヒロノくんは無理が過ぎてるよ。
Until I know for sure that I'm a failure, I'll keep trying. Blindly if I have to. I stopped myself. That's not what I meant. How should I put it?
そうじゃないでしょ？
Miyako shook her head. What do you think? That it's stupid to strive for the impossible?
そんなことない。
Her response was stern and direct. I never heard this tone of voice from her before.
一生懸命っていうのはそれだけで価値があるの。
Miyako managed to amaze me once again. I never thought she would respond with such determination. A thin smile appeared on her lips.
やりたいようにやればいいと思うよ。うまくいって心の底から笑えるか、失敗して痛い目に遭うか、どっちに転ぶかわかんないけど、それも面白いしね。
Failure wasn't interesting to me.
頑張るのもだらけるのもヒロノくんの自由だよ。誰に何を言われたって好きにすればいいんじゃないかなって私は思うわけだよ。
Miyako.
ヒロノくんは 誰のものでもないんだから。
Miyako, why are you so good at shaking my very soul? No one else could do this. I don't have time to waste on melodrama.
いいね、そのひねくれっぷり。そういうの好きだな。
But I did it. I turned my face away. Her bluntness and honesty are simply too much. I mean it. Go home. And for future reference, this is my workplace. You can't just barge in whenever you please. Damn it. Oh. Why did I have to keep talking to her like this? Yuko had a blank look on her face. For some reason, her gaze was fixed on the doorway behind me. Huh?
その人誰だっけ？前にもどこかで見たことがあるような。
Are you talking about Kay? I turned my head around. Oh, yep. In the doorway stood...
Mia.
Oh, fuck. I forgot. Yeah, she told us to not spend time with her anymore, and now she's in the room. Yeah, listen, I can explain. It was her idea. Don't tell me Kay planned on cooking me dinner. Both of her hands were carrying plastic bags. Her mouth popped open and shut. Her mouth popped open and shut like that of a goldfish.
ミヤ？そういえば昔はそんなあだ名をつけられたこともあったな。
Wait, do you actually know her from then? Me too. I remember people called me Hero. Crinkle. The sound of the bags hitting the floor reminded me that this was no time to be making jokes.
宮村先輩がなんでここにいるのよ。
Oh, jeez. Hello? Yuko?
それでどうなったんですか？
This and that?
人情沙汰ですか？
I don't know. Probably was. It didn't escalate that far. Quit being so morbid. Kay slumped off without a word. I thought she would at least kicked us or something again. Miko continued to pest me as if nothing had happened, and left when she was satisfied. That was all. I know Kay's a prude when it comes to this kind of stuff, but I didn't think she'd be that angry. Kay had certainly gotten the wrong idea about my relationship with Miyako. Her grandfather was one who allowed me to use that room as my studio in the first place. I can understand why she wasn't amused last night.
話の腰を折るようで恐縮ですけど。
Then don't.
広野さん、平日の真っ昼間に何してるんです？
Is that not allowed? Well, I couldn't admit that I was afraid of facing Kay. I was a man after all, so I had my pride to protect.
男の子なら女の子を怖がってちゃダメじゃないでしょうか。
Did you just read my mind?
今口に出してましたよ。気をつけた方がいいですよ。些細な一言が破滅を招くことだってあるんですから。
I see. Thanks for the advice, Yuko. I get the feeling that's already happened.
嫌な予感って大抵当たるんですよね。
Okay, well that's concerning. So it really was fun to laugh at others' misfortunes. There are more important things going on in my life. Why should I let this worry me?
言っておきますが、私はシスターじゃないですし、カウンセラーでもないので、悩みを持ちかけられても困るんですよね。
What are you doing in a church?
何でも何もお仕事サボって油売ってるだけですから。
Alrighty then. You're a terrible maid.
広野さん、いい感じに脳みそ湧いてますね。
Yeah, you're probably right about that. You might have had a point. Everything in my life had become more and more worrisome. What should I be thinking about anyway? Yeah, you're right. Why should I worry? I haven't done anything. I just take my job seriously and try to keep up with school.
あ、思考停止に陥りかけてますね。若いんですから、今のうちに頭使っておかないと、そのうち後悔しますよ。
Can you stop raining on my parade?
問題を先送りにしても、どうにもなりませんよ。
Dang.
広野さん。
Alright, well, she got us there. Miss Lamamiya was another tough nut to crack. I could never figure out who or what she was. What's with that look?
学校と仕事と夢、それから女の子のこと、全部別のことなんですよ。どれか一つに手がかかるからって他のことをおろそかにする言い訳にはなりません。
Hey game, am I actually gonna have to make a choice like this? Where I have to pick between one of them? Cause, yikes. Sorry, I have no idea what you just said.
頭悪いですね。
Shut up, you don't know anything. Was I a fool for worrying too much? Since you spoke about such serious topics, I expected her to understand it little. Actually, why am I listening to your lectures?
年上の言うことは素直に聞くものですよ。特に私みたいな優しいお姉さんの言う言葉。そうでしょ、少年。
Kindly older sister, get real. I always wanted one. However, Miss Lamamiya certainly didn't match the image I envisioned.
それに実を言うと、
Yeah? Her eyes looked under my uniform as an evil smile contorted the corners of her lips. What the hell are you looking at?
また生意気な口を聞きますね。私ってあなたの先輩でもあるんですよ。
She almost said that with a touch of arrogance. You're an alumnus from Ottawa Collegate?
それを言うなら OG でしょ。頭悪いだけじゃなくてものを知らないんですね、平野さんは。
Alright, well dang, tell me how you really feel, jeez. Yeesh, don't go nitpicking every little detail. Nevertheless, I never imagined we had something in common. How long has it been since you graduated?
おっと、その手には引っかかりませんよ。誘導尋問で年を聞き出そうなんて。
Darn it, she's on to us. No, that wasn't what... Forget it. This woman was hard enough to deal with as is. There's no point in making things worse.
平野さん、学校は楽しいですか？
I don't think so. Meh.
音羽はいい学校です。限りある学園生活、サボるのはもったいないですよ。
I told you before, I'm not skipping because I don't like school.
ああ、そうでしたね。
You seem to have understood. Was Ottawa Collegate really a good school? If she believes so, she must have had a fun and exciting school life.
ねえ、平野さん、
Yes?
ちょっとだけ先輩風吹かせましょうか。
You do that all the time. For some reason, I thought our next lecture would be worth listening to. Perhaps I was just kidding myself, but that was the impression I had. So, is this about earlier?
え、
She nodded.
大事なものは一つだけとは限りません。
Oh, that was you when we were dreaming before. That was you whose face was closed up on. Face was closed up on. I couldn't even tell that was her before we saw that in the dream.
あなたが欲しいと思うもの、どれをなくしても後悔しますよ。
Anything else?
いいえ、それ以上は別に。
Alrighty then. Wait. I wish you would end your sermon at such an unsettling place.
私はただ
You paused for a moment.
ただあなたにそのことを分かってほしいんですよ。大事なものをなくさないために何をすればいいのか、そこからはあなたが自分で考えることですから。
Huh, this is a very interesting scene of them.
授業が終わり、お昼休みになった。
Oh, back in Miyako's perspective. Yeah, like it seems like a lot of people like Miyako and Kyosuke and Yuko can all like really actually like read what's going on with Hiro and like how much stress he's under, all the stress and anxiety, which is interesting because Hiro can also seems like he can also kind of pinpoint some things that are going on with Miyako as well, but not as much as she can with him. But, like there's definitely something going on with her too, and I'm still worried about that. Like she's so fun and she gets me to laugh, but then she says things every once in a while that makes me like have to stop and be like, wait, wait, what? I'd be like, oh, jeez. Like she made that comment about cooking for someone else for once. So pretty much from that we know she lives alone, just from that, and I'm worried about the reason why she lives alone. I'm very concerned for her.
クラスメートたちは机をくっつけたり学食に向かったりで騒がしい。私は別に何もしない。
By the way, I like how these guys have like detailed eyes, and then there's this guy in the back just like all of the dirt face. It's funny.
お昼を抜いたって午後の授業に支障はないし。いつもと同じ。こうやって窓の外を見ていれば、そのうち喧騒は去って、授業が始まり、放課後になる。毎日がそれの繰り返し。というわけでもない。だるくなったら帰っちゃうもんね、私は。
Ditching.
だるくなったら。だるー。
So you're gonna ditch again, Miyako?
勉強は嫌いじゃないけど、押し付けられてやるのは好みじゃないんだよね。だから私は帰るのだ。勉強なんてやりたい時にやるよ。さすがにクラスの皆さんも慣れたもんで、私がカバンを手に出て行っても気にする様子すらない。
I think that's funny. They're just so used to it, just like, oh, okay, that'll go. That's funny.
いいことだね。いちいち気にしてたらお互い疲れるだけだもん。はあ、髪のリボンを直しながら歩く。私は実は何にも考えてなかった。
Oh, this K over there. This is gonna be awkward.
廊下の向こうから歩いてきた女の子が私を見て何とも言えない表情を浮かべた時にもまだ何にも。
And yeah, see again. Here's what I'm talking about. Some of her lines, like, see, like, at my expressionless face, and usually, like, she's very happy around us, but yeah, you see, yeah, some of these lines, man.
確か名前はヒロノくんに聞いたはず。トントンとこめかみのあたりを叩いてみる。そうだ、進藤ケイちゃんだ。まあ特に話すこともないけどね。
Dang. Oh.
私は何のアクションも示さずに進藤ケイちゃんの横を通り抜けようとした。
Oh, what did Kay say?
宮村先輩。
Oh no, she looks like she wants to actually like appeal to her. No, appeal to her. I bet.
なんで声をかけてくるんだろう。
I thought she was gonna be mad.
何かな。それでも思わず返事をしてしまう。進藤ケイちゃんの両脇にいる友達と思わしき女の子たちが戸惑ったような顔をしてる。
少しお話ししたいんですけど、付き合っていただけますか？
だけど進藤ケイちゃんは周りなんて気にせずにまっすぐ私を見据えてくる。その話は長くなるの？
かもしれません。
なら聞きたくないな。
Dang. I had a feeling she was gonna say that.
私帰りたいんだよ。のんびりしてたらお昼休み終わっちゃうもんね。昼休みのどさくさに紛れないと先生に見つかる可能性がある。
ちょっと待ってください。どうしていきなり帰ろうとしてるんですか、先輩は。
She's ditching.
お話ししたかったらついてきてもいいよ。学校サボってでもしなきゃいけない話ならね。
Kay's like, oh no. She did it though, so she must
結局ついてくるんだね。
have really wanted to talk to her then. If Kay is actually like going along with her of that.
一度話しかけたら引っ込みがつかないじゃないですか。
かわいいね。
Miyako, please.
あなたかわいい。そんなことまで口に出さなくていいのに。
私はただ。
それ以上何も言えず、進藤ケイちゃんは赤くなって口をつぐんでしまう。ケイちゃんはカバンも持たずに後をついてきた。生真面目な子みたいだし、多分話を終えたら学園に戻るつもりなんだろう。もしかして実は皆勤賞だったりする？今日まで。
お察しのいいことですね、宮村先輩。
お、立て直した。もったいないことしちゃったね。でもどうなんだろう。皆勤賞取ったら何か出るのかな。賞状とかボールペンとか。
I mean, there's the perfect attendance award. At least it was when I was in school.
そんなことはどうでもいいんです。
大声に思わず足を止めてしまう。じゃあ何がどうでもよくないことなの？同じく立ち止まったケイちゃんに向かって私は言った。嫌味にならないように優しく抑えた口調で。
それは。
言いたいことはなんとなくわかるけど、そっちが自分の口で言わなきゃダメだよ。
分かってますよ。
スーッとケイちゃんは深く息を吸い込んだ。
ヒロの先輩は今が大事な時期なんです。聞いてますか？あの人本当に留年の可能性もあるんですよ。成績は赤点だらけで崖っぷち。そもそも出席日数がこのままだと足りなくなるかもしれないんです。だけど今ならまだ挽回できるんですよ。きちんと勉強してきちんと授業に出れば3年生になれるんです。だからヒロの先輩をサボりに巻き込んだりしないでほしいんですよ。
I mean, that's valid, though.
お互いに損したね。ケイちゃんがきょとんとした顔になる。皆勤賞を不意にしてまでするような話じゃないよ。私もっと面白い話が聞けるかと思ってたのにな。
面白いとかつまらないとかそういう問題じゃないでしょ。ヒロの先輩の将来のことなんですから。
あら、怒ってる。それはヒロノくんが考えることであって、私たちみたいな他人が心配したって仕方ないよ。違うかな。
他人って。
あなたとヒロノくんのことはよく知らないよ。だけどヒロノくんがどうするかを決められるのは本人だけ。そうでしょ？にっこり微笑むと、なぜかケイちゃんは顔を真っ赤にしてたじろいだ。学園に戻った方がいいよ。今からなら6時間目にも間に合うんじゃないかな。私はくるりときびすを返す。それとね、ケイちゃん。呼び方が気に食わなかったのか、ケイちゃんが眉を潜める。ケイちゃんは素直になるところを間違えてるよ。それに気づかないままだといつか自分を嫌いになっちゃうかもね。
Oof, dang, wow. Sometimes Miyako also says some other really interesting things.
ケイちゃんは何も反論しなかった。
Like, some things that actually make you really think a lot.
あな
That
た
was...
随分と人が悪かったんですね。
Oh my geez, Yuko?
別に間違ったことは言ってないよ。
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a really interesting interaction between Kei and Miyako, because you can really see like just how different they are from the different perspectives, but like, I kind of understand both of them really.
どうでもいいけど、立ち聞きは趣味が悪いんじゃないかな。突然目の前に現れた女の子に私は言った。
趣味じゃないですよ。偶然聞こえちゃっただけです。
Are you sure about that, Yuko?
偶然？最後まで聞いてたんでしょ？どうせ。
年下の女の子をいじめてる人がいるから、あまりひどくなるようなら止めようと思っただけですよ。
この寒いのに 彼女はまるで温室にでもいるような穏やかな表情を浮かべてる。いじめたくなるほどあの子のことは知らないよ。ちょっと思ったことを言ってみただけ。素直になれないばかりに取り返しがつかなくなることってあるからね。
あんな言い方じゃ伝わりませんよ。
あの子怒ってたと思う？
She looked more taken aback, actually. Like, I would think she'd be angry too, but she looked like just surprised.
彼女は小さく首を振った。
あっけに取られてただけでしょう。大抵の人間はあなたの前に立つと毒気を抜かれますからね。
Not even paying attention to her, huh?
そっか。それならよかった。
Miyako. Oh, that's great. Bruh.
うんと私は一人でうなずいた。それにしても相変わらず神出鬼没なんだね。それとももしかしてあなたってば迷子ちゃんなの？
迷子ちゃんはむしろあなたたちだと思いますけどね。
Oof.
なんで複数形？
いえいえ、私はあなたほどあちこちブラブラしてないってことです。お仕事がありますからね。
今日は何のお仕事？
ちょっと港の方へ畳イワシの買い付けに。
あなたって真顔でつまらない冗談言うんだよね、ゆうこ。
とか言いながら笑ってるじゃないですか、みやこ。
私たちは軽薄な笑みを向け合った。
So what have these two met?
この女の子の名前はゆうこ。学校をサボって街をうろついてた時に出会って何度も顔を合わせるうちに会話を交わすようになった。
Okay, I see. Thanks, Miyako. Thank you for telling me that.
学生じゃなくて働いてる人みたいだけど名前以外のことはほとんど知らなかったりする。本当はもう一つつい最近気づいたことが。
あまり振り回したらかわいそうですよ。どうかしましたか、みやこ。
ゆうこって
私が何か？
ゆうこは軽く首をかしげて私をじっと見る。ゆうこってお仕事してるんならお金持ってるでしょ。私お腹空いちゃった。ご飯食べさせて。
What? But you can cook.
何を言いかけたのかは気になりますけど、追求してもどうせ喋らないでしょうね。
だいぶ分かってきたね、ゆうこも。
I see.
今言うことでもないし、だいたいどうでもいいことだから。私にとってゆうこはたまに街で会う友達でも何でもないお知り合い。それ以上の存在になることを私は望まない。
Very interesting. Yeah, Yuko knows Miyako as well. I wonder if she also met Kei at one point then. That's just how she was talking about how she was talking about all of them, and she was like saying how they all seemed to have lost their way. So she most likely did meet Kei as well, in another, like, you know, acquaintance kind of situation. Once again, a mountain of work demanded my attention. Since I skipped school again and already wasted precious time, I had to pick up the pace. Please, God, let no one come and interrupt me today. And in comes Miyako. As I prayed in my head, I began to move my pencil. The work involved multiple characters and detailed backgrounds. Drawing them properly required a considerable amount of effort. Though I had sown the seeds myself, did I really have to dig myself such a large hole? Oh shit. How the hell were these sheets so damn huge? It would have been bad if they were tiny, but they could have at least made them a bit smaller. No good, no good. What was I doing to this character's face? I grabbed my eraser and rubbed out the distorted visage. Dang, is that bad? This is happening to me lately. There was always a difference between what I intended to draw and what I ended up drawing. Precision was necessary, but drawing anything would eat up the clock. Being a professional was all about compromising. Although I understood that, I couldn't help but feel hot under the collar. Oh. Ringtone. Him again. Click. Yeah. I told you before, drop the... Never mind. What do you want?
言わんでも分かっとるやろ。調子はどないやねん。
Not well. 8 pages this time, I think.
8ページ？お前ペース落ちる一方やん。いっぺん原稿遅れたら癖になるもんやけど、お前もかい。
Oh no. Is the stress gonna get worse now?
分かっとるやろうけど、あんまり上がらんようやったらお迎えに行くで。
Oh, it totally is, isn't it? A heart-to-heart talk, huh? In other words, house arrest with this old man breathing down my neck. Oh, jeez. Shut up. As long as I make it by the deadline, you have no right to bitch. Besides, pigs will fly before any of us sends you anything early.
そんなんおったら誰も苦労せんわ。そうか、喧嘩売っとるんやな。そうか、そうなんやな。おう、いつでもこうたるぞ。
Mr. Amora is definitely losing his marbles. Look, it's my responsibility, so calm down.
せやな。飯はちゃんと食うとるか。
I had natto and fried eggs today.
朝飯やないんやから、そんなんやったら力出えへんやろ。
No time, no money.
昼のは手早いんが取り柄やったのに、最近は遅すぎるんも、その辺に原因があるのとちゃうか。
I am stressed, anxious, and overworked, okay? Leave me alone, jeez. Ugh. Wouldn't hit me where it hurts, huh?
お前も確か次は3年になるんやったな。そろそろ考えた方がええやろな。
Think about what? Like, focusing on school, or do you mean dropping out so I can focus on the manga? About what?
あ、思い出したわ。例の夏の増刊に掲載する短編のネーム進んどるんやろな。
Hey, what happened to me becoming a senior? This old man had a talent for jumping topics at the drop of a hat. Not yet.
忘れとったら最終的に困るんは俺やのうてお前や。
Yeah.
結構読者から要望あるんや。新藤凪先生の読み切りが読みたいって言うんが。
Talk about beating around the bush. They were indirectly telling me that my current serial is too boring.
ついでに言うとくけど、単行本の準備もそろそろやからな。
Am I not overworked enough as it is? Really? That wasn't in my future plans. This was the first time we brought up the subject.
やらなあかんことはなんぼでもあるわ。せやから先に言うといてくれ。
Oh my jeez, dude, I would be so stressed too. Not even gonna lie, like, I would be losing my mind right now. Like, it's like plenty of things we have to, like, bruh, I'm doing enough. Calm down. Man, I feel Hiroro right now. I know I said Hiroro. I feel Hero right now, man. I'm listening.
できんのやったらできんって。
Will you change my schedule for me if I say I can't?
世の中そないにあもないわ。
Or could it give me a break? I figured as much. We talked about some other work-related matters before hanging up. Then I placed both the cell phone and pencil aside and lay in my bed. Why did I have to deal with all of this while I was still in school? I don't know, but again, yeah, this would legitimately be really freaking maddening. I was exhausted and I couldn't complain to anyone because of the non-disclosure agreement. The tandem of work and school left me paralyzed. Yeah? I was running out of time and options. No matter what choice I made, I felt like I would make a big sacrifice. But maybe... She could show me options I never knew existed. Good old Miyako. The girl who lived a life without a care in the world. Forget that. Oh, it might actually be a pretty good idea. I sprung to my feet. This was no time to be fantasizing. I needed to draw instead of dreaming about impossible solutions. If I was going to war, I should be worried about my work. If my readers and my crazy editor were waiting for me. I definitely feel really bad for him having to go through all that. Like, geez, that is like too much. Way too much to be dealing with, especially like, and again, like he said, in school too. Even without the school, still. But added school on top of that, and yeah. I wondered what triggered my career. Perhaps this was destiny, something I had no control over. I had to look back for an answer. I wouldn't be able to find one.
何が答えられませんよ。
Life. Ugh. I jerked my head up in response. His face was surprisingly close.
びっくりさせないでよ。もう。
You surprised me. You're the one who surprised me. I yawned, reaching myself when I checked the time. Oops. Of course I dropped it.
何やってんのよ。
Oh, do we...
寝起きで力入ってないの？
Please don't tell me we're getting the carpal tunnel. I picked up my cell phone and showed me the screen. Morning already? Looks like I haven't slept a wink. Look, I haven't slept a wink.
だから私がいるんでしょ？おはよう、お兄ちゃん。
Good night, Kay. Don't you have morning practice?
ないわよ。
What about practicing on your own?
それもお休み。だからこうして来てあげたのよ。
Kay puffed out her chest, which swelled only with pride. Slacking off now, are we? That ruins the point of practicing. She lowered her eyes.
好きで休んでるんじゃないわよ。昨日の練習でちょっと飛ばしすぎちゃって、先輩に朝練禁止を言い渡されたんだもの。今日の午後は付属校の子たちとの合同練習だし、後輩たちの前で変なところ見せられないから休んどくの。
Good luck with that.
それが最後のセリフだなんて冴えないわね。
Maybe. She looks serious. No, a break is good every once in a while. Everything in moderation.
そうなのよね。無理をしちゃうのはお兄ちゃんの影響かもしれないけど、我ながら困ったことだと思うわ。
Oh, I see.
本当に手加減ができなくて。
Kay moved her fingers around as she said this. The atmosphere had become dull and gloomy again. Oh, I almost forgot. Kay-san? Maybe she was still mad at me for the other day. I'm just rolling my pen. I had no hope of defending myself if it came to that.
なんでさん付けなのよ、バカ。
No reason.
まだ寝ぼけてるの、兄ちゃん。今日は打撃抜きで起こしたから、まだ頭回ってないの？
No, actually, it functions better if you don't do that. It's functioning. I responded quickly in order to avoid physical assault. Thankfully, she was easy to please.
なら、さっさと準備してよ。どうせ今日も朝ごはん抜きでいいんでしょ？
I mean, apparently you can't cook, so yeah. Yeah. Give me a minute. I put my arms into my shirt.
ちょっと待って。いきなり脱ぎ出さないでよ。
It's just a shirt. You want me to do it slowly for you? Ow, why? Ow! A massive bag of who knows what in it flew out my head. Oh, jeez. The fuck?
女の子の前でいきなり脱ぐなって言ってるのよ。
I was just taking off my shirt. Have you ever gone to the beach before? Hey, simmer down for once. What if I get a concussion? Now I had a splitting headache.
刺激を与えれば頭良くなるかもしれないわよ。
You think you're so smart, huh? We'll see who's the one taking remedial exams this year.
失礼な。追試なんてまだ3回くらいしか。
When I was your age, I only had 2.
しまった。何を正直に答えてるの私。
I haven't seen that expression before either. Here's at her wit's end. Well, she was so athletic that a little idiocy could be forgiven. So anyway, where's this girl you mentioned? I don't see one anywhere. I braced for an attack. Huh? I thought something would come flying at me, but... Hey? She was staring at a corner of the room. It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously.
いつまでも
Oh,
私は妹みたいなものなのよね。
I see. That's what you're thinking about? What? But she was, in fact, like one to me. Is this something to be concerned about? Okay, what's wrong?
何も？
She suddenly turned and glared at me. Oh, okay, she's mad again.
何もないわよ。私はいつも通りよ。
Okay. You say so. It was too easy to calculate. There wasn't even a need to there wasn't even a need to use my sense of perception, which I had honed by drawing manga. Yeah, okay, well, she's mad at us again, so yeah. Oh, jeez. Alright, so yeah, you know, we got to spend some more time with Miyako, which is great. But again, she's still doing this thing that keeps worrying me. Like, she'll do this thing where she's like always like being super cute and acting really sweet and happy, but then like she'll have these lines that are like, and then go back to being like really positive and happy. And then you see her monologues where she's always cynical, and it's like, he's very, like, she's, again, still super fun and she gets me to laugh a lot, but she's also very interesting. I really want to know what exactly is going on with her, because I'm still really concerned about her too. And also, we got to see another really neat scene I liked of Kyosuke, you know, our friend. He is also, like, seems to be a really good friend, but he also seems to have something going on with him too, with how he was mentioning he has his own stuff to deal with. But I liked how he could tell that Hiro was going through a lot. Again, as can multiple other characters, as I mentioned before. Yeah, I really like how it's actually like fleshing out a lot of these characters. And that scene of Miyako and Yuko in particular was really good. I mean, sorry, well, yeah, Miyako and Yuko too was also really good, but especially though, I was trying to say the scene with Miyako and Kei, and how it showed both the perspectives, because, you know, Kei was really just trying to look out for Hiro, because there is a very real possibility that he could get held back. She's just trying to, like, best look out for him. But then Miyako also seems to be doing that in her own different way, like, for her own perspective. And, like, I get both sides, because I can see both things, you know, like, live your life, or, like, focus on your future, you know, career goals, school goals, and all that. But, like, I could see, like, how, like, in Miyako's perspective, that would, like, make depression worse. But then in Kei's perspective, you know, it's like, still, is it, you know, that helps you to secure your future. So, like, I really can understand why they both say the things they're saying. So, like, I'm really liking, like, how they're handling the characters. Just hope that, you know, still just hoping Miyako's gonna be okay, though, because I'm still worried about her.